Good morning, YouTube. This is El Gringo Con Barba. It is almost 11 o'clock here in East Tennessee. I have one of those lovely positions at work that I am a plant manager. So that means I'm responsible for production and assembly and employees, making sure that my labor force is strong enough. I'm kind of faced with a little bit of a conundrum, I guess, or problem. I have a couple of high-end managers that are directly underneath me that having a little bit of an issue with, I'm actually going to call it a staph infection right now. I have a staph infection at work. One is a manager who is supposed to be above me and does not do his job. So it's put me in a strange spot where I'm the one that has to manage him now. So I was stressed and worried about that a little bit over the last couple weeks. Then I have a welder in assembly that he's been with us for a couple of years. He's a very, very good welder, very certified, very clean, very perfectionist about his stuff. Problem being with him is everybody I put him with, he berates them, beats them down, frustrates them, and I had yet another welder helper come to me today and say that he was going to put his 2 weeks notice in because of this employee. I guess the reasoning for this video is just asking, I try not to get stressed out about those things, but there are also things that I can't just let go. So I guess I'm just going to pose the question of, how do you, without pointing out and criticizing and making it all their fault and upsetting those people, how do you go about managing or communicating to those employees that they have a job to do? You try and get them help, you try and get them processes and policies and ways of doing things to do nothing but make their job easier, and still the end result comes down to the fact of them running someone off or them feeling that, oh, somebody else is going to take care of it, so I'm going to sit back and do absolutely nothing and get paid nearly double what I get paid. It's kind of starting to eat at me. I don't know what to do. So the only thing I do know to do is to keep the stress down, is find me a quiet, shady spot, light up my corn cob, and just think. Because I used to be a reactionary person, and I'd like to think that I'm more of a person who gives I respond to situations. So the older, more mellow me does not like confrontation, but I'm afraid it's coming down to that. So I've read a lot of different books on management and managing employees, and I've been in charge of managing employees and crews for quite a while, so I know the first thing is not to do is to go in there and just start beating them over the head about what they're not doing. So I applaud them, I talk about all the things they do great, and I don't use the word but at the end of that sentence. I say and, for us to continue to grow as a company and for us to continue to get better, there are some things that we're going to have to work on, some things that we're going to have to address. I believe that's the best method so far that I've came up with. But in the same sense, I also need to convey that this can't go on much longer because it's just escalating and getting worse and worse and worse. Not to mention, I try not to take people's employment personal, but when I actually do get good workers, especially helpers for this welder, I don't want somebody just to quit their job or leave their job due to the fact that they were ran off by somebody else. Because I believe if they're good workers, I just don't know how to manage this individual due to his fact of perfectionism, which I ask for excellence, I ask for quality, but perfectionism is kind of a hard status to hold somebody to. So anyways, please leave your comments down below and respond to this video, because I'm just, I guess, taking like a YouTube poll, how to deal with difficult people. I know difficult people are a needed thing in life. I had a pastor one time actually call them sandpaper people. We actually need those abrasive people to smooth down our edges, but they also rub you kind of wrong during that time too. So it's how you respond and how you deal with it, is if it's actually being a refining moment of where you're getting smoothed down on your edges, or where they just get up underneath your skin and irritate you. So anyways, leave your comments at the bottom. I'd love to hear. I know there's vast wisdom and knowledge and other experiences out there. I know I'm not the only person that's ever come across this. So anyways, leave your comments at the bottom, and hopefully I can shoot more videos now that work is starting to slow down a little bit. So as always, stay smoky. When you get stressed out, take a moment, kind of sit off to the side. It doesn't have to be an hour-long smoke. That's what's nice about these smaller little cobs, is it's a 10 to 15 minute smoke, just kind of chill. I actually left work to get myself completely away from the situation, just to kind of clear my mind. So anyways, leave your comments. I look forward to seeing what kind of wisdom and knowledge and experiences come out of that. And we will talk to you soon.